fun.
So
Yeah.
Hi,
interesting.
Sherry.
Hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello.
But yeah, we'll have to talk, Lisa and Centra. You guys need to start doing those at your at your places.
Goodness sakes, it's right at 7 o'clock, and
Ooh.
we are kind of thin here. I don't know where everybody
Oh,
is.
wow. The most important people are here, so yay. That's
Yeah.
Sherry, Lisa, and Sasha,
Yes.
and Michelle.
There's
There's
Michelle.
Michelle.
I do have some people that will be hopping on, hopefully. They were leaving either practice or something, you know.
Well, I guess we will go ahead and get started since it is 7 o'clock. And we always respect, and this is something to do at your Mary Kay parties. You don't wait for people to come late because that's not respecting the people who are there on time. So you always want to start your parties when you say you will with the people who are already there. So we got everybody hopping on now. And here are our announcements. There's a lot, of course, since it's June. And the first announcement is it's June. It's so important. It's June. It's June. This is the month in which you finish up your goals. And I would encourage you, if you're working on some personal goals, have no later than June 29th be your deadline. I know we have a challenge in our unit, and the deadline's June 29th. If you've put in your order for the challenge on June 30th, I'll say sorry. It's June 29th because we don't want to wait till the last minute. You don't know when you've been working on something huge for a whole year. You don't know if the electricity is going to go off, the internet's going to go out, we're going to have a tornado. Well, we don't know what's going to happen. You're going to get the flu. You don't wait until the last minute. So set your goal even to finish up before the 29th. And so be thinking of what your personal goal is. The other thing is, do you know what your unit's goal is and where we stand on that? Because this is the time of year that anything anybody does makes a difference. And if you're talking to your team members and they say, well, I don't do much, every little penny makes a huge difference in the goal of the unit. So be focused on that and doing your best. And what's the extra that you could do? The other thing to know is the star quarter ends June 15th. Again, don't wait till 10 o'clock on the night of the 15th when you've been working for 3 months on this goal that you have. Get it done earlier in the day or the day before, at least anywhere that you can. Then the other thing is we've got the Rise and Radiate. There will be recognition for the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth month, 6 months of ordering at least 600. I know Jenny Holstenberg has 5 months done, and this month will make her sixth. So who else is on target for all 6 months? Or has 5 months done and every intention of going for the sixth?
Lisa has,
Lisa,
and she's just
Marianne,
about $20 away from her 600 this month.
Yeah.
all right, get it done, Lisa. Don't wait. Um, and then 5 months and 4 months. So if you have done 3 months, 4 months, you can still finish up in June and have that special recognition at seminar. Another thing that will be recognized at seminar is the May and June My Shop Selling Challenge. That's when you, between May and June, have 300 in retail sales from your My Shop. And those attending seminar will have a special lanyard that lets everybody know you had over $300 in sales from your My Shop during May and June. So be in tune to that and teaching your customers about it. You can register, speaking of seminar, until July 1st. If you haven't made a decision, it's a good idea to get a decision made, or at least tell your director that you're thinking about going, so that they can help you get things in place. Then there's the True to Me Bling Badge, that's based on selling 10 new foundations. And you may wonder, well, how do they know if I've sold 10 foundations? It's based on whatever you've ordered. So I have several consultants in my unit who have already ordered more than 10 foundations. If you are not sure how many foundations you have ordered, your director can look on the chart that's in our reports and can tell you how many more foundations you need to order. And of course, that means that you have appointments to sell by June 30th. So that is another thing. And then most exciting is, keep in mind that we have our 60% off of some of our skincare products. So keep that in mind. Think about what you have that your customers sell or order, and you want to stock up, because when you purchase at a greater discount, then your profit is greater. And it also boosts you towards your sales. If you have a certain sales goal for the year, you spend less, but you're recognized at a higher level, because you may order several of those, have 450 in retail sales, but maybe you only had to invest 180 wholesale. So keep that in mind. And with that, make sure you know that to be active and to share this with your team members, 450 retail is their focus for if they're thinking minimums and getting active. Because if they order at 60%, those numbers, it's not a 50-50 thing. So make sure they're 450, understand to be 450 or over, and they will be active and will be saving money as well. So I think those are the announcement. Directors, are there any other announcements that you can think of that I didn't cover? And consultants know, if you're not sure about something, all this information is on your In Touch. Be a smart businesswoman and be informed yourself. Don't count on others to tell you. I mean, we're happy to tell you, but it's also important for you to know where to get the information and to verify the information and keep track of where you are. And then I always think, when we're working on big goals, it's good to double check with your sales director and have her double check your totals too. Because when we're working on big projects, we want to make sure that we've covered all our bases. So work at being personally informed and then cross-checking with your sales director. So let's go to recognition. And tonight, Lisa Schreck, Stephanie King, Marianne Lamastis, Michelle KU, Peggy Richmond, and Sherry Rice all turned in total. So congratulations for doing that, for following up, for keeping track of yourself. And that's what is the best thing about doing weekly accomplishment sheets. I still might do my weekly accomplishment sheets, because then I am aware of what I really did, not what I felt like I probably did. And sometimes those two numbers don't particularly match up. Maybe I feel like I've been really busy, but when I fill out my weekly accomplishment sheet, I'm like, oh, well, I was really busy, but I wasn't totally busy selling, was I? And it's just a good reality check for yourself. And we recognize those who had more than 300 in sales. because we're always working for that 3 plus 3 plus 3. 300 in sales, 3 parties, and 3 interviews each week get us great results. And so number 2 from the Judy Roman unit is Peggy Richmond. Is Peggy on? I don't know if I see her. She had 378 in retail sales this week, but I don't see her. So we are going to move on to our number 1 this week with $474 in sales from the Centra unit, Sherry Rice. Sherry, can you unmute? I know you had a $372 party. You sold 3 skincare sets. I don't know if that was all at that party or others, but tell us about that because it's fun to sell multiple skincare sets, isn't it?
Yes. Hello, everybody. How's everyone? So I did one party with 3 people, and they were 3 sisters that
Fun.
I actually met one of them on a different party that I did back in at Christmas. So I just ended up making that call and asking her if we could, if she would like to host a party and bring a couple of friends with her. And she did. She brought 2 of her sisters, and all 3 of them got started on the skincare set. And one of them also purchased the hydrating gel mask, the new hydrating gel mask. So
Cool.
just, asking, picking up the phone, and I might have made 10 calls that day, but I got lucky with her and she
It
agreed
wasn't
to do
lucky.
it.
You were doing the work that it requires.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true, Miss Linda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I also had $102 in reorders.
Perfect. And think of the reorder she's going to have when these 3 sisters use their products, put it on their face, wash it down the drain, and need more. She
Yeah,
has multiplied her business by doing that. And how fun to have a party with 3 sisters. I always think
it
one of the
was
most
fun.
entertaining parties we can have is either with sisters or mom and sister groups
And sister.
because
Yeah,
they lay it on the line to each other and make recommendations, and it's lots of fun.
I
Lots and lots of
do.
fun.
Yeah. And I did
So
get
they don't hold
bunches
back.
of recommendations too.
Yeah,
So
good,
yeah.
great. Which means you did a great job because they don't give recommendations if you aren't doing your job well. So that's
Yes.
great. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, with that, we are ready to start with our training. And then after that, we will go to our small groups for finishing up. And keep in mind, anyone from Judy's unit will be going with Donna. And so, Centra, take it away.
Awesome. Yay. Well, first of all, thank you all for showing up every Monday and making this meet in the Zoom an amazing time to get together. The ones who show up go up. So I was talking to a consultant this morning and I wanted to, because so many of us are in a space where we get confused. It is June, like Linda was saying, and there's a lot of days left in June. But sometimes, or maybe it's just me, you get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm not sure what I should focus on because we have so many things happening and we get a little confusion. And I took the advice that I gave a consultant earlier today is to do a brain dump. How many of you have done a brain dump before? Okay, it's one of the best things you could do. And I really want to encourage you to do that at the beginning of the week. Before you set your calendar for the week, put everything in your mind. Because when you have a lot of stuff in your mind, it's like a computer, it slows the brain down. So have it on paper, put it down where you can be most effective. Um, we have the big 60% off, like Linda was talking about, but I want to touch a little bit about all these different ways we can order. I think everybody in here knows how to do My Shop. understand, you look at a retail versus a wholesale for activity like Linda mentioned earlier. You know about the minimums when you order on InTouch, it has to be $100. But I have a feeling most of you usually are never inactive, so you don't have those issues to think about. Because if you're working your business, you will not let that happen. So I would say, as a group who shows up on every Monday, your goal should never be to go inactive. That is one order every 3 months. I'm old school, Mary Kay. So my shop is a good addition. But if you talk to all the directors and all the leaders, we are constantly every month placing an order because we have a customer base. I want to encourage you to build your customer base. Faces take you places. Everything starts with your faces. And if you want to really focus on finishing up June strong, and start the new year with momentum, it starts today. We still have 23 days left for June, and we have 3 Mondays left. That means 3 Mondays we get come and get recognized. We can bring guests to our meeting for a team building. There's a lot can happen in the next 3 weeks. So the month has just begun. Star consultant, I know many of you are probably on target or thinking about finishing star. If you've never been a star before, why not finish in June 15? Let that be your first time you finish, or continue and finish, be a fourth quarter star. Star consultant was one of the first decisions I made in my business as a consultant when I was a very part-time consultant. I made a decision to be a star, and 30 something years later, I never look back because it's a decision. When you make a decision, you make that happen. Sherry, you are the epitome of a consultant who gets it done, my friend. When you talk about how much little time we have to do things, you work full time and you have really Saturday, the only day to really get out there and do faces, and you figure a way out. A successful consultant is busy because busy people get a lot done, and you're constantly out there. Who can I invite? And I know your mentality has been about classes, about parties, because whatever you think about, that's what you're going to get. There's been that old parable about the Cherokee grandfather talking to his grandson. And it says, inside of us, there are two wolves. One is, fear, evil, and one is, and I'm paraphrasing, but you'll get the gist of it. And one who is uh, happy, sunshiny, and make things happen. And the little boy asks, well, which wolf will win? And the grandfather said, the one you feed. So for the month of June, whatever you focus on, whatever you give energy to, is what will happen. I can, all us directors, we can teach you everything about booking, all the strategies of this business, but you must have something that you're shooting towards monthly, weekly, daily to make it happen. You should have something set already. How many calls are you making each day? How many follow-ups you're going to be doing? Because that's going to make or break you what you decide in the month of June. And I know many of you have done great things before. I see you, some of you are red jackets. Some of you have been in Mary Kay a year, 5 years, 10 years, a long time. So my question to you, what's going to be different this June? Do you want something different this June? Raise your hand if you want to have a different outcome this June 2026. Do you want something different? Okay. Whenever I start thinking about what's not happening, I start thinking about how many people are making a lot of money in this business. Money gives us choices, and it's an average. Figure out your average in your face. I would say, oh, average face is maybe about $100. An average party is about, I would say, $300 to $400. Directors, do you think those averages are good? Okay, so if you do so many faces, if you did 10 faces a week, you'll be looking at $1,000. If you did so many parties, your average will be I would say anywhere from $300 to $500. So one of the first things I want you to figure out is how many people are you do you have in your contact list that you are reaching out to in a daily basis, a weekly basis, throughout the month? Because truly, people want to hear from you. They want to know that you care. You have PCP just hit probably a week ago, would you say? It's a great time to follow up with everybody. And everybody, I would say what I am doing personally is I am texting my customers, and this is what I'm saying. Let's see. I was trying to print it out, and my printer decided not to work. Also, hey, I'm wrapping up my Mary Kay year end, and I wanted to check to see if you're low in any skincare or color products before I place my order this month. We all know there's a 60% off. If your customers do not hear from you, you have a less chance of them really reaching out to you. So please, please reach out. Women love to help other women in a goal. How many times do you see someone go to a party? It's like, oh my gosh, she was wrapping up a car, or she was going for directorship, or she was doing something different. So I would say definitely work on that scripts, reach out to every one of your customers. And what I did for me personally, because you all know I own a yoga studio that takes up a lot of my time. So I literally had to block out how I'm going to do my appointments. It's Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays. Those are the only 3 days that I can fit in my Mary Kay business. Not my calls, but my actual facials and skincare parties. So those are the times I have blocked off. If you were to look at your calendar right now, do you know what days are you going to hold an appointment? If somebody was to call you and say, okay, I'm ready to get together, do you know exactly what day you're going to put her? Okay. Do you have your calendar that you look daily at, and you make sure that you get your 6 most important things done personally and professionally every single day, guys? You have to be that, because we have so many distractions. We have so many distractions. If you are not planning your time, how you're going to spend it, somebody else will be planning it for you. I got kids, I got grandkids. I'm going to tell you, if I don't, there's always something will come up. So you'll have to figure out what time, how are you going to spend your day in working your business? Because I will tell you, ladies, us directors, we have been around a long time. And the reason why we have been around and we have success is because we showed up every day, and we have systems in place. But Mary Kay has always been where we need to make money. I mean, I am unapologetic that I need to make money in this business. And if I need to make money, there is a formula that works, a formula in seeing the faces. You need to spend time booking and team building. How many of you this month is thinking, I need to finish up my red jacket. I need to move up. You know, to move up is 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. Those are the different levels to move up to the next career path. Are you working on that daily? That's a vision. Every single morning, are you doing your affirmations that this is what I'm going to do today? Because without vision, we know the people perish. So you have to have vision in your daily life, your your Mary Kay life, your personal life, all of it. One of the things, one of my consultants asked me this today, and I'm going to cover it. Say, what tracking system do we have for customer orders? You know, Mary Kay has an amazing tracking. You know, you can track everything with through our system. But if you're looking for something different, I'll tell you, I pay $10 a month for Boulevard. It's an online program that I use for all my customers' invoices, and it's $10 a month. There's not a whole lot. If I had started Mary Kay maybe at this time, I probably would stick with what Mary Kay have. But if you're looking for something different, there are different things you can do out there. One thing that's keeping me sane these days, or maybe keeping me in check, I know we're all using AI. We're all using AI, right? Is there anybody in this group that's not utilizing AI? Anybody at all? No, everybody's using AI. It can really help you out. If you need a script, guys, don't struggle with any of that stuff. My favorite is, of course, ChatGPT, and I just started using Claude for my yoga business, which has been amazing, amazing. And it tracks things. You can go back and pull up a file that you did. So use those technology to get you ahead. Social media, you posting things in a regular basis. I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you, but I want you to really open up your mind and to not get complacent in your Mary Kay business. It is June, and I really want to encourage you to do something that you have not done before. When we break to our small groups, I want you to ask your director, what does she need? What do we need as a unit? What are we shooting for the rest of the June 30th? Because I can tell you, my unit have seen me done some crazy stuff in June. They have been part of a big win. People want to be part of a winning team, and everybody contributing to that makes a difference. So I would say put some thought process in what you're gonna do different this month. Let's see here. Oh, everybody, I know everyone should know what your seminar retail is. This is a big deal for your unit because at the end of the year, we recognize our top 3 in our unit, our top 5. It all depends on the sizes of our unit. Every one of you should know exactly where you are in team building and in retail sales. It may be this time you want to hit half court, princess court, which is, what is princess court? You all know what's the total? I know you know because you're probably going to put in the chat, but it's 20,000. That is Princess Court. Okay, some of you are shooting for the National Court of Sales. But how about if Princess is so far out? Why not do half of that? What do we call that? The royalty? What do we call half court? Anyway, you can shoot for 10,000. And I would say the 10,000 would be the very minimum to shoot for, or if your unit is doing a different challenge. But I would say definitely either 10,000, 20,000 retail, or is it 45 for court of sales right now? So it's 22. So anyway, half that amount. I'm going with last year totals. And for team building, I bet you, I can almost put a bet out there. Directors, tell me if I'm wrong. Any one of you can be queen of recruiting for your unit. Any one of you. Correct? Am I, directors, would you say that's correct? And you all know, in order to be a queen, you have to have at least 5 qualified team members. But anybody in this whole Zoom can be in top of your queen of sales or in the top 3 or 5 by end of June. What would be the one thing, let's see, what would be the one thing that you feel that you can do different this month that you have not done in the past? Anybody? I'm actually looking at the chat, or you can speak.
Do you mean on anything, Centra, or on recruiting specifically?
Anything that you feel that you can do different this month, or anything you have. This is open forum for you to ask a question.
Okay. Well, I'm going to commit to blocking out. I do time block, but sometimes I fall off of it, and it's really important to stick with it. So I'm going to time block, and I want to do 25 calls a day until I've called all of my customers. And then I need to call new people also. But I loved your text idea about, is there anything you're low on before I place my order, and also reminding them about the 60% off. That's just a great contact, piece of conversation you can do. And so that's what I know I need to do, is just stick to my time blocking and my commitment to myself.
I love that, Lisa. That is amazing. Anybody else want to commit to something different this week, this month? For your team, for you. I'm going to give you all a challenge this week. Contact 20 customers. And you can use text, phone, physically call somebody. People still love to get that call. Social media, messenger, you name it, but minimum 20. Some of you probably can do 20 in a day, but I would say reach out to everybody you know. This is a time also to, if you have not used any one of our boosters, to really start using the boosters. I use it all. I use Do you use everything from head to toe in Mary Kay? I mean, I use so much targeted body lotion, lift and serum. I know targeted is not on sale, but I use every product we make. So it is very easy for me to sell anything. The boosters, I'm going to ask the directors. Donna, what is your favorite booster? That's
Oh,
hard.
well, and that is hard because I have all four of them sitting right there in my little line in my bathroom. But on a daily basis, I use brightener and I use HA.
Okay. Okay.
I use HA morning and night, and I use the brightener in the morning.
Got it. Linda, what about you? What's your favorite booster?
HA and vitamin C and resveratrol.
Okay. Jessica, what about you? What's your favorite?
I like the dynamic wrinkle limiter. I know that's not a booster, but a supplement. And lifting serum and the HA ceramide hydrator.
I'm like Donna. I use all of it. Well, just started using the HA because everybody was saying, I was asking people when I knew we were going to train on this. Oh, we had to say, I was like, what's your favorite? And everybody was HA. So I'm like, okay, I need to step it up and use maybe more HA because I have combination to oily skin. So I always don't think I need more moisture. But I've been using HA at nighttime now, and I love the way it feels. Lifting serum. Oh my gosh, I sell so much of the lifting serum. Um, I have about 20 lifting serum at all times because I do have people call and said I need four. And when you look at, your appointments, you can be out of that so soon. And Jessica, I have not, I tried a dynamic wrinkler and I just forget that we have it. So I'm sure consultants, you forget we have certain things, but the dynamic wrinkler, I'll have to try it. Do you just put it in your forehead? Well, you don't have any wrinkles, Jessica. So where do you use it?
I still do it on my forehead. People ask me all the time if I had Botox, and I'm like, no, it's Mary Kay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll have to maybe do preventative because I don't have any wrinkles either. And I'm over 60, so, but it's all Mary Kay products. So, but I'll start using that. Anyway, do we have any questions before we go into a small group?
I have a
Anything?
question.
Okay.
Um, on the dynamic wrinkle limiter, I want to ask Jessica, then I want to ask Centra a question.
Okay.
Do you only use it on your forehead or do you use it some other places? I kind of like around my crow's feet, but I also do it sometimes on my lips. So do you use it anyplace else?
Yeah, I think you could use it everywhere. I put it like here and then, yeah, my forehead and like in between my eyebrows.
Yeah, see, I have no wrinkles on my forehead,
Yeah,
but I do have
neither.
this. I have some lip wrinkles and stuff. So, it's one that I tend to forget. It's right there, but sometimes I forget and I have my moisturizer on before I do it, but it's just my own habit. Centra, I want to ask you on the lifting serum,
Uh-huh.
because you can go through that. If I use it like I love to use it,
Yes.
I need one every 2 weeks. But so a customer doesn't really want to do that. So if someone's going to be strategic with it, where do you tell them to use it?
I would say the jawline up this area.
And
Because
not
again,
so,
I don't have any issues like you, Donna. You're my soul sister, girl. I don't have any issues there. So I would always want to lift this
and do you
area.
use it on your throat
Yes,
also?
yes, in my throat, my neck, that double chin, all of it. All of
Okay.
it, girlfriend. I wish I can use it all over, then I would need a bucket.
Yeah. My daughter uses the Miracle Set because of her age and her, being a little oilier and stuff, but she loves adding in the lifting serum to that. And
Yes.
I think if we know that we can cross sell into the different sets, that's really good too.
Yes, my daughter uses a miracle set also, but there are some parts of Voluform that she just loves. So, I love Voluform. If I can sell Voluform to everybody, that's all good. But I know some people just love the miracle set also. But consultants, another challenge. If by chance you're not using any of the products on sale this month, I want to encourage you to use it all. Use all those boosters because you cannot sell it unless you're actually using it. Yes, Donna.
One other thing that has helped me to do my boost is that on 3D, Humphreys 3D, they have the HDK,
Right.
all the things from her Skin Boost camp, but it's mixed up. That's why I don't have my dynamic wrinkle limiter. And if you can get everything lined up in order, how it goes, then you'll remember. You don't want to have to think, okay, I grab this, grab this, grab this, because it's right next in order. So I still have that little Skin Boost thing. And when I'm thinking about something else and I forget, I will pull up that paper. Oh yeah, my next product is. And that has really helped. And when you start using more of these supplements, I swear it really makes a difference.
So, question, Donna, and then we'll break out. Sorry, we're running a few minutes behind. For the skin boost that AGK has, do you continue to use that, or do you? Because I used it for a few weeks, but I didn't continue because I thought you didn't need it all the time.
I
So,
use it every day.
All the
okay,
time.
all the time,
All the
Every
time.
day.
all the time. Okay. I'll have a couple questions and I'll message you separately. All right, put us on in our rooms. Set us to our rooms, Donna.
Okay, I'll open up the rooms and so I think I set it where everybody gets to choose their own room. So I hope that it works. So they're open now.
And then
And
there
go
was a
ahead
question in the chat about the two difference. The Voluform Deep Wrinkle Filler is gonna fill in the wrinkles, and then the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter, that one's gonna like soften the wrinkles. So
Oh,
if you have like,
Jessica, yes, you just made me a liar. After I said I use everything, I just realized I forget to use those two wrinkle products.
yeah, someone,
Be-
yes, thanks Stacia asked that one. But yeah, so if you have like deep wrinkles, put the deep wrinkle filler in, and if you just want to soften everything, do the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter.
But you can use both, can't
Both of
you?
them. Yeah.
Okay. But do you use it? I mean, I'm asking like a customer now. Do you use that after your moisturizer or when do you use it, Jessica? Because
The
your skin
dynamic,
looks
I
flawless
do it before moisturizer.
before moisturizer.
I
Okay.
think that's right.
Okay.
But I just go, I like put it over everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna start using dynamic wrinkle. I hope each one of you start using something different.
On
Yeah.
those same lines, can I just ask one more question about
Yeah.
so I know like with our concealers, they have ingredients that also help the skin. With the filler, does it just fill or is it also doing some magic while it fills?
retinol. So it's working on over time also.
Okay. And the dynamic wrinkle limiter softens, Jessica said. I need to buff up on those two products a little more. So thanks for the info.
I think we'll
Is there
start
anybody
having,
that needs help going into rooms?
let's see. Sharon, you
Donna,
got,
Yes.
I'm on my phone because my Zoom would not connect. Can you put me in your room? This is
Yes.
Joyce. This is Joyce.
Okay, gotcha. Tell them I'll be coming.
And I
okay.
go with Centra, please.
Who?
Let's see if I can
I
do
go
it
with
with Sharon.
Centra. Sharon, Denise, well,
Okay.
Denise,
Oh,
yes.
Can you do it, Centra?
I will. I will.
Thank
I
you.
got you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Sherry, do you need? Okay, you got them.
Okay.
Anybody else? Denise? Okay, you're going. All right, Lisa, you can get in.
I don't see any choices for me.
Okay, I'll put you in there.
Don't know why.
Okay. Stephanie, who do you go to? Stephanie, are you there? Okay, I don't see Stephanie. Okay. Hey.
Games raining out because of all the stuff and all that shit, but I just been pushing buttons here and getting nowhere.
Well, hold on, let me go to my jacket and I'll be right back.
That would be wonderful. Better what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, okay? I'll pee. Wonder quick.
My best meeting yet.
Great. You hear me?
What?
I heard keep on
You heard what 3 times?
pee.
Oh, you peed 3 times. Okay.
Let's go right to the river.
Okay.
Yeah, well, okay.
Oh, it did take us back to the regular session, Lulu.
Yeah,
Um,
I see.
okay, I was like, oh, we're back. Now we are. Okay, but they're done now. So, but yeah,
Okay,
so let's check back in. Well, I'll just text you a little bit later and we'll check in.
okay,
That's good.
sounds good.
You got 2 things off your to-do list.
Yes,
All right. Well, thank you, Lulu. Have a good rest of your
thank you. You too. Bye.
day. Bye. Hi,
Sorry to
Donna.
close the meeting early for you girls.
Thank you. She was just
Thank
getting
you.
her order in and everything. So I was like,
Oh,
I was gonna text you and say, don't close us yet, Donna, but we got it all done. She got her order in,
oh,
we got our
good.
debut party set up. So perfect.
Great. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
Right, bye.
bye.
I'll see ya. Bye-bye.